Coach Reich, last game of the regular season. Do you try to soak it in just a little bit more coming into the stadium, and how palpable is the energy going into this afternoon?
Yeah, Lara, the energy is real strong in the locker room. It has been all week. Our guys are excited for this last regular season home game here at Lucas Oil. So I think, the fans are going to feel that. I know we'll feel the energy from the fans, but they're going to feel it from us on the field as well.
Your guys are always locked in and focused each and every week, but it seemed that this week in particular there was an elevated level of discipline. How focused are your guys this afternoon, both in terms of blocking out those outside games that are about to kick off this afternoon, and then also on the task at hand in beating Jacksonville?
Yeah, I think they've been locked in all week. It started in meetings and on the practice field, knowing that we have to control what we can control, and that's how we prepare and play against Jacksonville and take care of our business here against a team that we know that we've struggled against. So we got a lot of respect coming into this game for them. I feel like the focus and the energy has been very good, and now we need to see that translate onto the field.
This Jacksonville defense has struggled to stop the run over the course of the season. They've allowed 5 different running backs 100-yard rushing performances over the course of 2020. How much emphasis do you put on controlling the line of scrimmage and establishing your own run game?
Yeah, there's no doubt we want to do that. We want to get Jonathan going. And you're right. I mean, their stats against the run haven't been great, but what's interesting as you watch the film, the kind of note to myself is, hey, you got to be patient, because they've been pretty stout early in the game. In the first quarter against the run, they've been pretty good. But it's a question of being patient and staying with it, and have a growing confidence and execution as we go.
With your offensive line, you'll, of course, be without Anthony Costanzo, and we've seen a number of guys step in to fill that void when he has been out. You have just elevated Jared Veldheer off of the practice squad. He's a veteran tackle. What's the plan for your offensive line?
Yeah, Jared's going to start at left tackle, and, the rest of the guys will stay intact. And, we feel good. Jared's a pro. He's been around the block a few times. Chris Strasser, our offensive line coach, has a history with him. We had a chance to see Jared over a few days at practice, assimilate to what we do and how we do it, and feel confident in him.
Week 17, guys are always a bit banged up. You're always looking to be without a few guys. That's just kind of as it stands, and you're going to be without this afternoon Khari Willis and Rock Yassin. In terms of your secondary, you have Taven Wilson and TJ Carey, who have stepped in really critical situations for your defense. That matchup, how confident are you there, with Jacksonville also being without some of their playmakers, notably DJ Chark?
Yeah, no, we're real confident in Tavon and TJ. They've both played meaningful minutes for us this year. They're both pros, been around the block a few times. They've looked good this week in practice. We feel very confident with them stepping up.
With as tough and as tight as these games against Jacksonville have been, how much emphasis do you put on coming out aggressive, establishing tempo, and controlling this game from the opening kick?
Oh, well, there's no doubt. I mean, that's always the aim. Obviously, you're coming into the last week of a regular season where, they've been, where they've struggled this season. But, they're pros. They want to go out. They want to go out on a positive note. So, right, the MO for any team in this situation, it's always come out strong. Come out strong. That would go a long way towards us getting on track and taking the next step that we want to take.
Coach, best of luck today. Thanks for taking the time. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Lara.